What's up, man? Hey, Edward. Sorry about the background noise. I'm in my driveway, so live on a pretty busy road, so there's going to be cars blowing by. Nothing I can do about it. But how are you doing today? What's up, Rod? Yeah, new trolling motor. So, going from a Tarova to an Altera. I'll be dipping on and off here as I grab a few tools. So, I'm still here. Don't take off. 24 volt. The Tarova works. There's nothing wrong with it. But I take my kids out a lot, and doing some of the bigger lakes and the river, I wanted to go to the auto deploy. That way I can be in the back of the boat with them, not have to turn my back on them, kind of keep an eye on them, because they're both, the one's still fairly young, the other one is autistic, so I just like to be able to keep an eye on them. So this was a self-birthday present. I don't know. I justified it somehow. All right. Rod, keep the conversation going. I got to jump inside real quick, grab a couple of box wrenches, find the right size for this. Got 13 of you guys in here. Hey, hit the like button. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Anybody who just jumped in, we're pulling the Minn Kota Tarova off, and we're going to Minn Kota Altera 24 volt auto deploy. So hang on, I gotta go grab a couple of wrenches. I thought I had the right size stuff, but I don't. Be right back. lose. We gained. It's a good day when that shows up. So this should be stuff for heading down to Tennessee fishing with Cindy and everybody heading down there. Oh. Let's see. 80-pound leader material. Big 10-aught circle hooks. Hey, Cindy. And 3-way drop swivels. Let's see if you guys can see those. Should be the stuff I need for heading down there. Cindy and Travis said they had me taken care of as far as weights. I did buy some, but let's see if one of these wrenches lines up to the right size here. Hey, winning at life. Of course, it's going to spin the bottom. Got to get this quick release plate off the bottom of the motor. Thought about buying, they got a new one that's on like a slide lever. This one's actually got like a thumb screw that goes in on the other side. But I mean, $3,000 on the motor, and they want like $180 for the plate. Got one, reuse that. I just got to unmount it from this. Alright, got 11 top, 11 bottom. Oh shit, Cindy just went live. There goes all my people. Man, it's hard to compete with her when she jumps on. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab a socket for the bottom of that. You guys not going, I'll be back just a second. Need one more wrench to be able to split that bottom plate off. I think it's an 11, though. Let me see. Yeah. Definitely 11. Yeah, see? New motor is 80. It's identical to the other one. I didn't need to go up in power. To be honest, I didn't even need to get rid of the old one. It's still working. I wanted the self deploy for the kids being in the boat. Something happens, I trip, fall over. Um, I wanted to be able to do something to control the boat, and then not have to run up to the front to manually deploy it. The new one being that it's auto deploy, you just click a button on the remote, it puts it in, click a button, pulls it out. What's up, Warren? Yeah, I do bait fishing and stuff too. I love ice fishing. The problem is just the kids are little, and my oldest is the hardest thing. He loves being on the boat. There's a seat in the back he's kind of claimed as his, but taking him out ice fishing, especially without good shanty or good permanent shack, is hard. But as far as going out in the boat, he absolutely loves it. Old motor out. Now, if the install on the new motor goes that smooth, I'd be happy, but I don't ever have projects go like that. So that's the base plate. Get this mounted up to the new one, and hopefully everything lines up and we're good to go. All right. Sorry. Got you guys mounted on the truck bed cover. It's about the only thing I got out here right now. Hopefully you guys don't get motion sick. That way. Stuff. There we go. Ooh, fancy, fancy. I mean, dead ass. So this is pretty nice. This is a big step up. Read the install portion of it. I'm good with, and to be honest with you, my buddy had one of these on his boat. He only had his boat for about 2 years, and he had to move and had to sell it. So I've run these a bunch already, and I guess part of the other reason why I bought it is my boat used to be my dad's, and when he passed away, the boat went to me. And the auto deploy trolling motors came out a year after he bought the boat, something like that. And he was all about them. He thought it was the coolest thing. He wanted one, had planned on getting one, and had I not lost him the year we did, he probably would have put a new one on the next year. So there's a couple of things I've done to the boat that were things that I know he was wanting to do. This one, dual purpose. It's going to be a benefit for me, and then I know it was something that he was super interested in too. Man, as far apart as these things are in production years, it looks surprisingly similar. Let's go grab these nuts and bolts real quick. Let's see. Base on this one. Base on that one. So everything on this is exactly the same. Thanks, Edward. Yeah, it sucks. He's been gone for a few years now, but yep. I know he's always out there with me. What's up, Peace? Hey, Robbie. We are upgrading the boat. You guys just jumped in. Give you a quick look. Hold on. So that's the old base plate, and we're using it, but brand new Mokota. It is the, did I flip the tag? I did. But it's a brand new 80-pound Mokota Altera. It's the auto deploy. So it's a nice upgrade. Telling the other guys in here, you know, kind of did it because I got a couple younger kids that I take out in the boat with me. Oh yeah. Yeah, here, show you the boat. So, just took the cover off of it, so I've got to do a clean out on it. But one 1875 crossover. Got a secondary gas motor. It's got a 9.9 kicker, and last year I added the Boat Effects bow V and then the Boat Effects stairs. If you guys have a bigger deep V boat, or you got a boat that, you know, it's kind of a pain to get in and out of, those stairs are amazing. My 6-year-old can climb them easy, walk right up and get in the boat. I'm a big dude. They support me. They're nice. They're worth every penny I spent on them. They weren't cheap. I want to say that set was like $700, something like that, for the staircase and that front plate. Well worth it. Oh. I guess I'm going to go bottom side up on these. Yep. So they said you're supposed to take off this retainer clip and this shock on the side of this, but some of the other install videos I watched, the guy said you don't need to, you just need to get the nut positioned correctly and then you're good. So I'm going to try not taking that off. Success. Got it. All right. So Rod, are you still in here? Well, peace if if the install on this goes good. The only thing I got to figure out is unwiring the electrical plug from the old one and wiring it to this one. That way it, because there's a quick disconnect in the nose. I'm planning on going tomorrow, weather permitting, either the Detroit River or Lake Erie. So it should be live tomorrow. But Robbie, I have a ton of fun screwing with Cindy. It's the best part of my day. If I'm not giving her a hard time, I don't feel like I've done something right. I know I'm going to pay for it when I get down there, but that's all right. I gotta tell you, this new motor is gotta be 15 or 20 pounds heavier than the old one. My washers go, there they are. Oh, idiot. Gotta take this side plate off. Ah. Tried to lose my socket. It's not a 10 mil, but I don't want to have to try to find another one either. Because if it was a 10 mil, I wouldn't have heard it roll, and it just ended up out in the road. Nice. Rod, are you gonna do a video on your setup for your Starlink? I'd be real interested in seeing how you got that all put together. No, I'm riding in my own truck. Hell with that. I'm not riding on the back window if I got my own vehicle down there. Yeah, you should definitely put something out about that, Rod, because I'm very interested to see how that works. Like I said, my one kid's autistic and loves being on the boat, but he's never going to be that, the fisherman, right? He'll reel a fish in if I kind of walk him through it, but he just likes being out there. He's big into movies. He's got this weird ability to watch a movie a couple of times, and he really likes the credits. So we'll have to sit there and watch all of the credits after a movie. I think it's an organizational thing, but he'll type out. He's got a speech tablet. It looks like an iPad, but it's just designed for him to talk through. He will type out the credits after watching a movie 2 or 3 times, and he'll do it line by line, spelled correctly, exactly how it would appear in the credits of the movie, but he'll do it 45 minutes or an hour after the movie ends. Yeah, it's the first time we heard him do it, we couldn't figure out what the hell he was doing. And he was typing out like random names, and it would be, Jim Johnson, executive director, and we're trying to figure out what it is. We went back and looked, and he's typing out the all the cast from, Sing or whatever movie we just watched 45 minutes ago. I mean, I had a buddy over and he started doing it in front of him, and him and I both have kids with differing needs. His daughter is more severe. But the both of us agreed, if you told us life or death, memorize, and it's not like he does 1 or 2. He'll do everything in order. He'll do 50 or 60 lines of, cast, crew, production people, animators, all that. He'll go 50, 60 deep, all in order, all spelled correctly. Him and I both agreed if our lives depended on it and we had 6 months to study, there's no way in hell we could do it. This plate is a little thicker, but it's still biting. All right. One side down. Yeah, no. Peace, there's no way. Hell, I can't remember half the shit I did yesterday, and he's 50 lines, 50 people in on something you see for 6 seconds at the end of the movie, and he's got it spelled correctly. Like there's, what movie is it? It might actually be Sing, because he likes music. So there's one of the women that's in the credits. It's like her first name hyphen a name dash a name, and then dash, third executive production assistant or something like that. He gets everything in, including the dashes, the hyphens, all of it. He types it all out, an hour after the movie's done from memory. And that's we take it as that's his indication that he wants to watch that again. And I shouldn't say he's nonverbal. Wee Woo's coming. Oh, ambulance. Yeah, no, Edward, I'm the same way. I remember faces, not names. And it's weird when he does it. It was really weird the first time he did it, and we figured out what he was doing. And I think I've seen him do it for, 8, 9 different movies now. Dual module, I should be able to use. That's cool. Yeah, Rod, you get that thing working, man. You're gonna need to just put out an entire how-to video of how you got that thing set up. Still run. So is that what you get, about 5 or 6 hours on a battery? Base plate's on, so streaming. So okay, so yeah, you're going through 3 or 4 batteries on a stream. Rod, I'd be kind of interested, just because of the cost of the DeWalt batteries. Obviously, you've already got sunk cost into them. Yeah. Well, Peace, it's nice to go live again. Work's kind of been nuts, but I don't think I got a whole lot of time left on here. I didn't monitor my battery real well when I came out. So if this stream drops, I appreciate you guys all for being here. See how far we can get on this before it does drop. Alright, so side plates on that side. God damn, this thing is heavy. Oh, Rod, what I was saying was kind of would be interested to know, you know, if I did a setup like that, some of the okay, so you're running the knockoffs. I was gonna say, I wonder how like the Harbor Freight, was it Bruin brand or whatever, how their batteries would hold up, because I know they're a lot cheaper than the DeWalt's, and I've got DeWalt and Hitachi stuff right now. All right, so like prop is next. Discard red washer. Okay. Oh. What are the odds one of these other wrenches I brought out's the right size? Oh shit, I got lucky. It is. That 14 mil. That's deer camp trailer. So when you guys are watching any of my lives and I talk about heading back to the trailer, that's where I stay. Assuming prop's got to be underneath this foot pedal. Yep. Guard comes off. Ooh, that pin is barely on there. Yeah, see, I don't have any one particular brand, but if I did the Starlink thing on the boat, which I'd kind of like to do it for the one kid to be able to watch movies out there, that he's not having a hotspot off my phone, which, you know, when we do Lake Michigan last year, I could only get maybe 2 miles out, 3 miles out, and then that would disconnect. And then the same thing on Lake Erie, we've tried streaming out there before. Peace, that's my intention, yeah. I gotta get the rest of this thing put together and installed, because I'm probably going to do the river, the Detroit River, and the way you fish that is vertical jigging, and you're nosing into the current, and then I run 1 ounce jigs with a come on, with like a minnow, low profile minnow body. Here, I'll show you. Got some right here. Swear to God, Cabela's is the world's hardest escape room. I went in there for the motor because they were the cheapest place, and I had, I don't know, $400 in Cabela's points. Then I spent another $400 on other stuff that I didn't need to buy. Bondi worms. Yeah, so here's the 2 primary things that we'll run. So it's either, it's fairly short. These Bondi worms are like real heavy duty. You can get 6-7 fish on them and before it'll start shredding them. Or I run a lot of these Lunker City 4-inch minnows that you can kind of see. Hopefully you can see. They're really slim profile, so they don't drag in the current a lot. Yeah, Edward, it's a hour and 15 minutes for me. If I live 12 miles away, I might as well just work there. I mean, I wouldn't bring a paycheck home, but or I'd have to do something drastic, like go in. I know you guys have probably seen the videos where someone like jumps in the fish tank at Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's. I think that's a great idea. if you want to get banned from the property and do something that'll get you banned but not get you a ton of jail time, jumping in the fish tank's the way to go. All right, so prop is on. Yeah, I haven't looked at what the weather is supposed to. Well, I haven't looked at a couple of days, and it's Michigan. So if they told me on Tuesday it was going to be 75 and sunny, it wouldn't surprise me if it was 40 degrees and snowing. Speaking of which, my parents live up in the Upper Peninsula, and that's where my youngest is right now. He's on vacation for spring break. So he went up to the up north grandparents, and they're supposed to be getting 8 to 12 inches of snow plus a half inch to freezing rain, all kinds of crap today. All right, so let's figure out the power situation on this. This is what we got factory. Just trying to pull this cover off this other one. I think it just unscrews. Yep, there it goes. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Alright, bring you guys around. I'll be over here for a second. So, it's got this triple plug on it. That's what connects to the boat power. So hopefully I don't have to cut anything. I just need to undo these, release the wiring. I can reuse this plug. Where are you at, Peace? Yeah, the snowstorm that went through, was that a week ago, 2 weeks ago, Wisconsin? Okay. So yeah, you got part of that same snowstorm that went through, was that 2 weeks ago now? Something like that? They ended up with five feet of new snow. They were on vacation when it happened, and they ended up flying back. What was it? The day after the snowstorm hit, or the day before? And then they made it as far as Detroit. And then they were delayed in Detroit for a week because they flew out of Iron River in the Upper Peninsula. So they flew Iron River to Detroit, Detroit to Florida, did their cruise. Their whole street was snowed in. The first the first person who posted a photo of their road, the snow is about a foot below the red on the stop sign, the actual sign itself. And the person who took the picture was on a dog sled. It was the only vehicle they could get up and down the road. Okay, so these are cut. Alright, so they're marked negative, positive. Oh no, they're not. 1, 2, 3. Son of a bitch. on this side up. So verify here. All right. Hey, someone do me a favor in chat. Will you put +3, -1? Thank you. I'd rather not have to cut these if I didn't have to. Wonder if I can take this plug apart. Yeah, you said it's been raining all day? That's no bueno. You can see there. I'm just curious. Take that part. All right, give me a sec here. I have to grab some wire cutters, dielectric grease. Yeah, wire cutters and dielectric grease. Give me a sec. I gotta get better at putting my shit back where it's supposed to be. Oh, about to lose you guys. Yep. So Rod, when you getting back out again? I wish they had stripped on that. That's a course much. Oh shit. How much snow are you supposed to get? I mean, come on, you already did the driving in the ice storm once. How bad could it be? Cut through. Thank you. I mean, I fully support anyone else driving and towing a trailer in the ice. I don't want to do it. Fuck that idea. Rod, you're a better man than me for having attempted that. I say you go for it. I mean, it's kind of your thing now. In fact, you just change your channel name to Recklessly Towing a Trailer. Or God help me if I make it. Man, when the whole rig started sliding sideways and back, I'm like, gonna see someone get messed up live on YouTube. On the positive side, think of the views. Reposting that would have been huge. Stay up there. Thank you. Jesus, 4,400 pounds. Is it a trailer or is it one that you built? Well, I mean, is it one you bought or one you built? Got people pulling in across the street. They're probably gonna think I'm fucking out of my mind talking to myself, which is fine. I don't like neighbors very much. So I like people. I just don't like neighbors. It was giving me PTSD. Hey, when the one guy started coming down the hill, I thought for sure you were fucked. I thought that dude was taking you out. Gotcha. I'll have to get on there and check it out. Again, the content would have been fantastic. The aftermath would have sucked for you. We'd have got a great show. So, highly recommend you try again. All right. Scroll back up. Look what you got posted for me here on that connection. +3, -1. Hey, look, man. Anybody would have shit their pants in that position. It would have been non-stop expletives. I thought you actually held it together pretty well, all things considering. Thanks, Edward, for reposting that, man. Appreciate it. All right, so I had +3. Oh, that electric grease. I feel like dielectric grease is strictly a Rust Belt thing. Yeah, I've got a couple of people I'm friends with that are like Florida area, and we were talking about a car repair, and I mentioned that I ran out of dielectric grease, and they're like, "What do you use that for?" Like corrosion. Apparently, they'd never heard of it, but that's like the second person I talked to from South who goes, "Nah, it's fine. You don't need it." The other one was a supplier of a part. Yeah, Peace, if you haven't seen it, you got to go watch the video. It's, especially knowing that he's fine, now it's just hilarious to watch. Rod, did you make that like into a shorter video of the whole hill and that whole incident? I got 5% battery left, guys, so if it drops out, 10 out of 10 would recommend watching. Yeah, 0 out of 10, don't fucking do it. Anyways, I got 5% battery left, guys, so if this drops out midstream, Rod, Edward, Peace, I really appreciate you guys stopping in. I'll get a video of this installed and finished up. I'll post it up on the channel here in a little while, but we're wired up. Should be good. We'll see how far we can get, but God damn mother, you're wasting some time. Oh, that's cute. All right. The factory wing nut that goes underneath, screws the two plates together, is too tall now with the new unit. Fix it.